Hi, from Magic Kingdom. So I am at Magic Kingdom today to do what I think is going to be a lot of fun. So you may remember this. This is a dry erase die. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write a bunch of different activities on here, rides to ride, places to eat and shop, and this is going to determine my day at Magic Kingdom today. So I brought a couple accessories with me today. This is my umbrella, of course, because it's probably going to rain, and then also this. I don't generally accept product reviews or endorsements. This was sent to my P.O. box, so full disclosure there. This is the Taurus L3 bladeless neck fan, and I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see what it was like to wear one of these air conditioning neck fans on a relatively hot and humid day at Magic Kingdom. So I'm excited to give this a go and hopefully have a really relaxing, cooling day in Magic Kingdom, and I hope that it doesn't rain. It looks like it's probably gonna rain here very soon, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a spot to go and write in a few activities on my die here. Looks like the horse-drawn trolley is coming down the street here with the Winnie the Pooh characters. That's cool. There's Rabbit and Piglet and Pooh. Hello. And there's Eeyore and then Tigger way over there. Oh, they're stopping here. Oh, they're getting out. Okay. Well, that's fun. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna go try to find a spot to write some activities on here. Okay, so I'm over by the Town Square Theater, and I've written my various activities on the die. So I have ride the nearest ride, eat a snack, rhyme until you finish your next roll, buy a souvenir of the last ride you rode, ride the ride with the least weights, and take an Instagram. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this right now and hope I get something reasonably appropriate. Take an Instagram. Okay, well, let's head over towards the castle, I guess. So I have this fan on the lowest setting right now. I think that there are 3 different settings, and it's on the lowest, and it's actually really working. It's keeping me nice and cool, blowing some nice cold air, and I love it. I'm just trying to make sure that I juggle everything that I brought today, because I brought a lot of stuff. That's where I just was, over the Town Square Theater. It looks like the weather is just getting worse, so it is probably gonna rain very soon. I'm assuming that the indoor or the outdoor rides are closed right now due to inclement weather, but I guess I'll find out. I hope that doesn't really impact my challenge today. It's pretty quiet in the park right now, and I don't know if that has to do with the weather or the fact that Magic Kingdom's Happily Ever After fireworks officially start tomorrow, July 1st, which have already started by the time you watch this video. So I imagine if anybody's coming to the park, they're probably gonna opt to come tomorrow when there are actually fireworks. Okay, so I take it back. It looks like all of the outdoor rides are still open as of right now, so that is pretty cool. But I think I'm gonna head over to, instead of going to the castle, I'm gonna go to the wishing well over next to the castle. I don't think I've ever really taken a picture over there. I've got to hustle though, because I just felt a raindrop, so I want to definitely get my picture, my Instagram in before it actually starts to rain, because then I don't know if I could get a good picture if it starts to rain. That'd be a little challenging. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit more than just a couple drops, so I just have a couple minutes to make it over there to get some sort of a picture before it starts to rain. And then there was some lightning, so now the rides are probably closed if they're outside. One benefit about the rain is that it clears out the park pretty considerably. So there's nobody over by the wishing well right now, which this is generally a pretty popular photo opportunity. So I have it all to myself thanks to the rain. And there it is, the wishing well. You can see all of the little mice down there, and Lucifer the cats, as well as all of Cinderella's little bird friends. And then there's the water that you would throw in your coin to make a wish. All right, so I spent about 10 minutes trying to balance my phone here and using my watch to try to get a picture of myself with the wishing well and the castle in the background, and I eventually think I got one. That's okay. Took a couple selfies as well. I'm trying to balance so many things in my hands right now. Also, this is gonna be exciting. All of my activities got washed away on my dice, so I have to go and rewrite everything and then I can roll. So it stopped raining, but then it started to rain. Again, it sounds like they're doing a rainy day cavalcade down Main Street, USA. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dice right over here at the base of the castle. I just replaced what I just did, take an Instagram with pointing out a new small detail. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this because I don't have really any hands. Okay, what am I doing? I'm gonna go eat a snack, and I know exactly where I'm gonna be eating that snack. I'm heading back around the castle over to Casey's Corner, which just reopened today, to get myself a hot dog. All right, so I put in my order for a foot-long chili cheese all beef hot dog, which sounds like a lot more than a snack, but I'm actually pretty hungry right now. So I'm just heading over to Casey's Corner, which is gonna be on the other side of Adventureland, which you can sort of see way off in the distance. I was tempted to get the corn dog nuggets, but I already got my corn dog right over here at Sleepy Hollow a little while ago. So I'm excited for a big old hot dog. And I made it to Casey's Corner. This is the very first day that this has been open in well over a year, and I'm excited for it. I didn't really come here often enough back when it was open, but I'm excited to have it today. Sometimes it's pretty fun just to jump into the hype of something like this and just get excited about it. So that's me, the chili cheese hot dog, the all-beef chili cheese hot dog with the foot-long version of it, which is only a couple more dollars than the regular hot dog. So there's Casey's Corner right over there. The seating area is pretty busy. What I'm gonna do is come right over here because the ice cream parlor is still closed and find a spot right outside the Plaza restaurant. And it looks like there's a good amount. And here is my foot-long hot dog. This is a big boy here. So you can see the weather moving behind the castle. I'm pretty sure all the outdoor rides are still closed due to the inclement weather, but here's my table over by the ice cream parlor and the Plaza restaurants. And again, here's my hot dog, which I am not going to subject you to watching me eat a foot-long hot dog. Looks more like a chili soup covered in cheese than a chili cheese dog, but this is going to be pretty good. Nervous and excited. I'm gonna have to rewrite my activities here. And I also brought this from home. I always bring a drink in my pants when I can help it. So this is pretty interesting. It doesn't look like the outdoor rides are actually closed right now. I honestly thought that they would be, but it does not look like it. So that's pretty interesting, even though it looks like the weather is actually on its way back right now, and I can start to feel the rain even more, and definitely some thunder right now. All right, all done with my chili cheese hot dog. The chili was good. The wiener was a little bit too much for me, but I did the best that I could, and I'm pretty satisfied. So I replaced the buy a snack option with write a ride beginning with a random letter. And I'll just use a letter generator, I think, on my phone. I think I have an app for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll on the table. Hope it doesn't fall off. Point out a new small detail. Okay, so I think I'm gonna head over to Fantasyland because I want to start making it into Magic Kingdom. I've been here for almost 2 hours now, and I have really barely done anything. I've just made it to the Castle Wishing Well and then back to Main Street, so I want to start heading into the park. So I'm heading to Fantasyland to try to point out something new. All right, I'm gonna head over to Peter Pan's Flights, and it's a Small World first, just because it's the older part of Fantasyland. Maybe over by the carousel as well, and then if I don't really notice anything that's particularly new, then I'll head into New Fantasyland and see what's over there. I'm sure there's plenty to notice in the castle mural wall here, walking through and underneath Cinderella Castle, but I don't know. I might want to try to find something that's in a land specifically. There's Cinderella Fountain right over here, which most people know that if you get down to the level of a child, it looks like the crown is on Cinderella's head right there. But I don't know, I want to try to find something a little bit different. There's the Sword of the Stone. Whoso pulleth out this sword of this stong and anvil is a right-wise ruler born of England. Which is, of course, something that I think most people have noticed, the Sword of the Stone. It's looking a little busy over there at the Small World, probably because the rain sort of stopped, but it's also picking up again. It's still one of the busiest areas in the entirety of Magic Kingdom, even on a day when it's supposedly a little bit quieter than it will be tomorrow and in the indefinite future when the fireworks are finally back. This is always going to be one of the busier areas in the park. So that used to be the queue space for It's a Small World, which is now stroller parking. Again, you can sort of see the plexiglass is still inside It's a Small World way over there, but they did take down the scrim, the rest of the scrim over here by Peter Pan's Flight. So that opened up this area quite a lot now. So there's a good amount that I have noticed over here by the Rapunzel area, like Maximus's hoof prints right there, as well as the apples for Maximus right there. But what I have not noticed is right over here. And what that is right there. That is the satchel from the movie. That is Flynn Rider's satchel that he hid Rapunzel's tiara. And I've never noticed that hanging up there. I've noticed the frying pan up there and the suit of armor, but never that satchel for some reason. Okay, so I had to, yet again, rewrite all of my activities on the die. I think that's going to be the final one that I replaced. I replaced what I just did with Ride a Boat Ride. So I'm going to have 6 more activities to do for the remainder of my experience today. So let's go ahead and roll this. And what am I doing? Come back. I am going to ride a boat ride. Okay, well, that was easy. And there's conveniently one right there. So I'm gonna go ride It's a Small World. Okay, here I go doing It's a Small World for the first time in a little while. And like I said, the plexiglass is still here, even though it is gone over there at Peter Pan's Flight. So I presume that they're gonna be taking the one, or this plexiglass down too, hopefully pretty soon. You can sort of see the load platform right down there. This line is moving pretty quickly. It was posted at a 35-minute wait, but I highly doubt that it's gonna be 35 minutes. Okay, I'm heading down the ramp right now. They're loading every single row here at Small World now, which is quite a contrast to how it used to be. I haven't ridden this in a little bit, so it's going to be kind of fun to ride it again. There's still no Fast Pass though, so that makes the line go very, very quickly. Yeah, that took only about, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes or so. That was probably the quickest I've gotten on a ride in a very, very long time. Alright, so here I am on the boat. Way up there, that is Pinocchio's Village House in Brendan and I sat way up there just a little while ago. That's where I just was in line. too. This is gonna be fun to do this again. Okay, so I just rode it to Small World. That was great. Didn't wait very long at all for it. It was about a 10-minute boat ride, so that was kind of the perfect combination of factors to really have a great time. So I just got off the ride. I wanted to wait around for the clock tower to open up. Check it out, pretty cool, right? I don't want to block the path here, but that's pretty cool to get to see that. So I'm about to go roll my dice and kind of complete my day here at Magic Kingdom. Hopefully the rain has finally stopped for the day. And it has not stopped raining. In fact, it started up raining again, it seems. So I'm gonna go try to find a dry spot to roll the dice again. Okay, so I found a quiet, relatively dry spot over by the old Enchanted Tales with Belle area. And I have my die here that of course I had to rewrite. I'm gonna go and erase this right here because I'm not doing that anymore. Okay, let's see what I get. And I am riding the nearest ride. So I was just standing right over there, which means the nearest ride is either the Carousel right there or the Seven Dwarves Mine Train. I don't know which one I'm closer to. I think I'm probably closer to Seven Dwarves, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop in line for it. And let's see what the wait time is over here. It is 70 minutes for the Seven Dwarves Mine Train, and that starts all the way back there. I was kind of hoping not to have to do this one today, but I was honestly closest to this one where I was standing when I rolled the die, and I'm trying to be as honest as possible rolling the die today and doing this challenge. And it's gonna be fun without a doubt. It's just gonna have a pretty relentless wait time back over here. Okay, so this is where the line stops right here, which back in the day this wouldn't be that bad, but there's not really any social or physical distancing in the queue anymore, so this might actually be kind of a long wait. Hopefully the rain kind of doesn't happen anymore though. That would be ideal. The line's moving pretty quick though, so that's cool. I don't think this ride ever actually went down for the weather. I never saw it with the downtime on the app or on one of the wait time boards around the park, so that's pretty cool. I guess hopefully I get inside pretty quickly and the rain again does not happen anymore because I'm kind of over the rain today. Okay, and just about 10 minutes later I made it into the actual portion of the queue, so hopefully from here it's gonna be about, I'll say like 45 minutes. I'd be surprised if I waited an hour for Seven Dwarfs, although I did hear some thunder just now. Alright, and about 30 minutes later, about to head at least into the indoor portion of the queue. So hopefully we're gonna make it inside and then onto the ride before it starts to rain. It's drizzling just a very tiny little bit. So it looks like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. What doesn't look like it? It definitely does. They still have the plexiglass barriers here, and you still can't play with the jewels right there. But almost made it inside, probably about 15 more minutes from here. So I don't know how this happened, but I was able to get the front row of Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Well, this is exciting. It's still raining a little bit right now. Woohoo! Whoa! So pleasant. Woo! Here we go. Woohoo! Whoa! That was nice. Alright, so that only ended up being a little bit less than an hour wait, about 15 minutes less than what was posted. So that's great. Now I'm off to roll my die and do my last few activities of the day. Okay, so just got off of the mine train. I'm gonna go ahead and erase this because I did it. I was gonna go ahead and roll this. I have a few more to do. I hope I don't get a blank space. Okay. Rhyme until you finish the next roll. Uh-oh. Now I have to rhyme every time that I roll. So let's throw the dice and see where I go. Ride the ride with the least weight. Let's check out the app and find out my fate. Alas, it looks to be Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. This is going to be difficult, I feel the need to express. Does this count as a ride or just an attraction? Do I really need an answer? Or is this just a detraction? Regardless of which, I'm excited to ride, and if the weather comes back, at least I'll be inside. This challenge ended up to be as hard as I thought, but do I regret it? Oh no, I do not. Challenges are fun, though hard they may be. And look at that, I've made it to the Progressing Carousel of Walt Disney. The next show begins in just a minute or two, which means I'm just that much closer before this challenge is through. For this rotating ride, I'll be sitting down front. It smells a little bit like feet and a lot like butt.
We've now got gas lamps, a telephone, and the latest design in cast iron stoves. And that reservoir keeps 5 gallons of water hot in just 3 buckets of coal. Oh boy, it sure beats chopping wood. And isn't our new ice box a beauty? Look at that. Holds 50 pounds of ice. Mr. Edison sure added life to our home. Whoa there, you'll blow a fuse. Drat, that's the 3rd one this week. I buy fuses by the case. Our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, oh, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together.
John, what's wrong with the oven?
What?
Big load complete. Enjoy your meal.
I'm off of the ride and the rain has begun, but it's time to roll the die. So the rhyming is done. And I have to re-roll it. This is the awkward part. Okay, ride a ride with a random letter. Okay, but for real, that rain came out of nowhere. It just started to pour down. I hope you liked my rhyming, by the way. I was pretty proud of it. I had to think about what I was saying for the most part, but I kind of wung it too, so I hope that was mildly impressive. Okay, so I have a website here that I can use to generate a random letter of the alphabets. So whatever this generates, I'm going to have to try to work with to ride some sort of an attraction, and it's going to be the letter C. So that means my final ride, my final attraction of the day is going to be over in Frontierland doing the Country Bear Jamboree. So I'm heading over to Frontierland, which works out perfectly because I really wanted to have a full park experience today in each of the major lands, so it works out that I'm ending it in Frontierland. So to get to Frontierland, I'm heading through Adventureland, and I will have gone through every land today during this roll the dice challenge, which I didn't think would happen, but ended up working out really well. Honestly, this could not have worked out any better. Well, maybe it could have. I could have gotten a lot more treats and ridden a lot more rides, but I think what I ended up doing for the time that I have and the options that I gave myself to potentially roll with the die, I think I did a pretty good job, and I had a great time. And I'm not done yet. This was Family Robinson Treehouse. Where I'm heading though is straight ahead, right next to Aloha Isle, the Country Bear Jamboree, which I'm not going to say that I haven't done it in a while. I guess I love to do it all the time, but it's been a little bit since I've done it, so I'm excited. After I do this, I'll just have one more activity to do, and it's a pretty easy one. So I'm pretty much done, and I've had a great time today. Like, honestly, this has been my favorite time that I've done this, probably, just how well it worked out. And here I am, the Country Bear Jamboree. The next show starts in just a little bit, so I have plenty of time to relax before the next show starts. I am currently the only one in here right now waiting for the next show, so I suppose I'm the #1 Country Bear Jamboree fan, which honestly I feel like I am sometimes because I do really love this show and I want it to stick around. I want it to be longer than it is.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the one and only original Country Bear Jamboree. Where girls will play now in a good old key of G. Singing Sam, Ken, Fred, Byron, Tennessee.
One night I left the wife at home. went out with the boys. I was acting like a Don Juan and making a lot of noise. My woman ain't pretty, but she don't swear none. She's kinda heavy, don't weigh a ton. Mama don't let you hurt. Mama don't pound on his head.
Tears will be the chaser for your wine.
How long is forever? How soon is now or never?
Every time I meet a guy who gets me shook, all I ever get from him is a dirty look. Oh, just forget about the plans that we were making.
There was blood on the sand and blood all around.
Okay, so I just got out of the Country Bear Jamboree, so I can go ahead and get this off my dice, which means I only have one activity left to do today, and that is to buy a souvenir from the last ride that I rode, which is going to be the Country Bear Jamboree. There it is. My die is completely soaked now, so it's hard to focus on it, but that is my final activity on my die. I'm going to go ahead and try to find some Country Bear merchandise right around the corner. It's hard to find exclusive Country Bear merchandise, I've noticed. So I'd like to assume that if a gift shop has Country Bear merchandise, it's probably going to be the Frontier Mercantile, which is right across from the Country Bear Jamboree. I rarely ever go into this store, so we will see what they have in here. So very unfortunately, they do not have any Country Bear merchandise in there, with the exception of these bear hats, which I am not going to buy this, although it is pretty funny. And then out here they have this coonskin cap. So that's really sad. There needs to be a lot more Country Bear representation around here. Then I also wanted to come over, where am I? Right over here, assuming that, hey, maybe they'll have some Country Bear Jamboree souvenir pennies. They don't. So I'm very disappointed. It took me a very long time just to find this phone case. So I don't know. Country Bears, where are you? It looks like it's gonna rain again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the Emporium, and if they don't have any Country Bear merchandise up there, I'm probably gonna get merchandise for the last ride I actually rode, which was Seven Dwarfs. So there should be plenty of merchandise for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, although I really was looking forward to some Country Bear Jamboree merchandise. I'd love a shirt. There was a shirt a while ago and I didn't get it, and I've regretted it ever since. It's kind of hard to believe that tonight is going to be the very final night at Magic Kingdom without a nighttime fireworks spectacular. After tonight, Happily Ever After is coming back, along with a brand new fireworks show starting for the 50th anniversary here and at Epcot. The show here is called Disney Enchantment, and that debuts October 1st, 2021, and then Harmonious finally debuts over at Epcot, also on October 1st, 2021. It's pretty quiet on the way out of Magic Kingdom, so here I go, stopping inside the Emporium to see if I can find any Country Bear Jamboree merchandise, or if not, some Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs merchandise. So I went all the way down to the apparel section to try to find a shirt with the Country Bears on it. Did not have any success. I do not really see any merchandise at all, and I did not anticipate finding anything with Country Bears on it whatsoever. There is this right over here that has some potential. These are Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs collectible figures. So you have Snow White's, her prince, and then the Seven Dwarfs in there, which would be representative of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. How expensive is this? I have no idea what I would even do with this, to be honest. I'd love just like a simple keychain. There's no price on this. I'd love a keychain. That's what I'm really looking for. Something simple and representative of a ride that I like. Alright, so I altered my criteria to include any attraction at all that I've done today. And I've been searching and searching for about 15 minutes, just finding merchandise that I just didn't want. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get this. This is It's a Small World game. Literally, I checked apparel, I checked the pins and the keychains, I checked the plushes, I checked pretty much everything over in that direction, and this is it. This actually looks incredibly exciting, and I'm very excited to play it someday. Alright, so I got my It's a Small World game. I am very excited to play that at some point. I'm going to go and head on out. That was my day at Magic Kingdom, as determined by my dry erase die. I had such a blast. I was here for 8 hours today, and this right here, I didn't talk about it after talking about it at the beginning of the video, this Taurus L3 bladeless neck fan. This was incredible. This has been on the entire day, and it kept me cool the entire day. It did not turn off. I thought it was going to die so fast. It did not. I actually really, really like this. I recommend it. I can actually leave a link in the description with, I think, a discount code if you want to check it out and get one for yourself. They're very lightweight. They're very durable. This was in the rain all day today. So my camera died as well as my phone. So here I am back at the parking lot. I found a spare battery in my car so I can actually end this video at Magic Kingdom. I was talking about the Taurus L3 bladeless neck fan. It was great, and I know that this is product placement because they sent it to me in the mail, but they asked me if I could just put it in a video, and I said sure, and they said we'll give you a discount code to put in the description if you like it, if people want to get it, and so that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm definitely going to get another one of these for my parents. This worked fantastic. I can't wait for them to try it out at the parks, especially when it gets incredibly hot later on in the summer. It was really humid today, but this worked just so well, and especially just going into the shows, this made this just feel like it was like an ecosystem of just air around my head, which I absolutely loved. But as far as today, as far as what I came here to do, which was my dice challenge, I had a fantastic time. I got to go into each one of the lands. I got to eat at Casey's Corner. I got to ride the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and It's a Small World. I got to see the Carousel of Progress. I got to see the Country Bear Jamboree. What a day! And I can't believe that's why the camera died. I can't believe that I was here this long. I was really thinking I was going to be here for about 4 hours, but I was here well past 8 hours. The park is now completely closed, but I feel so good. It's raining again. The weather today was just all over the place. It rained and then it stopped, and it rained and then it stopped, but I still had a great day, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. It was such a fun time. Hopefully I can do this kind of challenge again at the other Disney parks since I did it at Universal, and I'm excited for it. So I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and goodbye.